jumping right into it, based on my research, growing up, you kind of did all kinds of sports, track and field, baseball, basketball, obviously football. I was a multi-sport athlete too, and I know it kind of gets to the point where you have to choose. Was there a specific moment where you knew football was kind of going to be your end game sport?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, like with all the sports I was playing, I thought I was playing baseball in college, 100% baseball or basketball. Like those are the sports I love to play. Was super into baseball, playing on a bunch of travel teams. But probably once I got to my freshman year of high school, you start doing some 7-on-7 stuff, start competing varsity, and then like make a couple plays, and just like, man, I think I could do this college. And then from there on, it was kind of history. Just ask my coach. If he thought I could do it, and he said yeah. It just kind of went from there.
Yeah, and then I guess obviously that was kind of the moment that happened, but why, of all of the success you saw in other sports, why did you kind of stick with football?
That's such a good question. I feel like so it was so new to me. My first year was playing eighth grade, and it was something like I knew I wasn't like the best at it, and I knew I wasn't like all the way there, and I was trying to just find every little detail to be great and everything. I'm still trying to find it. So I feel like honestly growing up not playing it and then being thrown in it and trying to always like I'm always learning new things every day. So I felt like that was probably one thing that drove me towards that. Um, but yeah, I think that answers that.
And then I guess specifically with the New England Patriots, this is a franchise that has specifically seen a rich history of success with undrafted players, players like David Andrews, Wes Walker. How does it feel kind of having your name in that mix now?
Yeah, super special. I feel like I've only been here a couple months, so I don't have, any legacy yet or anything like that. I think it's awesome to be compared to those guys, but at the end of the day, I want to be the best Efton Chism, best undrafted Eastern Washington receiver to play here. So that kind of just starts with my mentality, always obviously looking up to those guys and, and what they did and how they went about their job and their role. And, what can I learn from them, but also trying to be the best version of myself as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I hate how broad this question is, but going back to you specifically, after what we saw you do this preseason, and then so far this month in kickoff returns and the block from last week, what else kind of are you looking to accomplish for yourself in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, definitely you got to remind yourself that it's a day-to-day, week-to-week process, and it's not high school or college where you can kind of just roll it out and be the best athlete and get 10 catches a game and whatever. Like you got to find all these little details and find something that separates yourself from other people to get you on the field, and then take advantage of those opportunities, and hopefully more opportunities to come and continue just to get better each and every day.
In my research for this story, just on social media, I've seen so much fanfare over you specifically. I mean, I've seen posts like Unleash the Chiseler, Don't Rob Me of My Chism, things like that seem to be really common. I guess, what do you have to say to the fans, and how has their support kind of helped you so early on in this latest chapter for you?
Yeah, it's definitely been awesome. I think anytime you get some support from the fan base, it's super special, and I'm super grateful for it. And I definitely see all of it too. I try not to interact with it, and I try not to look too much, but it's super special when you got a fan base like we have here that care about everyone on this roster and want to see us win, and hopefully that we can continue things going and continue to give them what they want and continue to reach the goals that we want to reach as well.
Yeah, and then I guess one more, just kind of after speaking with your family, seems like y'all are a really tight-knit group. I know your mom was there recently as well. I guess, how grateful are you to have their support as well?
Yeah, super grateful. They've done so much for me, allowing me to play so many sports growing up, sending me so many places to travel for sports, to get better with camps. Me and my dad would just go on road trips to college camps trying to get recruited. So super thankful for my mom, my dad, my uncle, all my coaches, really everyone that's been a part of my life, my even, my siblings or my sister. It's super special. We got a super special dynamic, and I'm so grateful. Like words can't describe how thankful I am for all of them.